Where are we truly at with DeFi? In this video, we are going to talk about where I think we are at, what to expect during these times, and we're going to take a look at all the DeFi projects that I'm in. So let's jump into it. Hey folks, welcome back to Beach Office 365, where I bring you the latest and greatest in crypto, DeFi, and passive income. If you're new to the channel, I would love it if you could subscribe. Also hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm. It gets this video out to more people, and it would really mean a lot to me. Good support for the channel. And of course, leave a comment down below. For purposes of this video, let's just all assume and agree upon the fact that we are in a bear market. And what should we expect with some of the DeFi projects that we're in during this time? The truth is, guys, I have no idea. Like, I really don't. What I can tell you though is that, and I've been saying it in a lot of the videos, this is part of a cycle that has repeated itself over and over and over again. And the people that can withstand some of the pain that we are experiencing when the bulls come back in charge and the bull market resumes, they're the ones that will benefit the most. So just real quick, I want to take a look at the markets over here. All right, so here's the chart of Bitcoin. So I was doing a video the other day, and I was saying that we were seeing what looked like a bounce that could potentially break this area of resistance, but I thought that even if it did break this area of resistance, it would come back and test it, eventually then fall through, and I think we're in for another leg down and potentially to go towards the the low 20s. It looks like today we had a pretty pullback here. Whether or not this potential bounce is dead or invalidated, I'm not exactly sure. We could see another bounce here, then coming back up again, and then it breaks down. All right. And as I said in yesterday's video, I could be completely wrong. There are a lot of people that believe this is the hard deck. This is the floor. All right. And that we have reached it, this 25 area here, and it could stay down here for a ways, but eventually it is going to break through this area of resistance. We're going to eventually resume back into a bullish trend. So, I'm not exactly sure. I think that even in a bullish case scenario, there's likely going to be this just kind of staying around in this area where there'll be moments where we'll feel like it's coming to an end, and then our hearts will break when it comes back down. But, I'm really not sure exactly what's going to happen. I've got, a few people that I communicate with that say, hey, we're not going any lower, and I'm rooting for them. So, but I wanted to get into my other DeFi projects. I've been, when I started this channel, I covered a few different projects, and I've been getting hit up a bit in the comments about doing some follow-ups with some of those other projects. So, I'm going to address those. So I did write a list out that we can go over. So here is the list. And I think I got all of them, but I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I was doing this and I was feeling like I was missing a few, because you start jumping into some of these and some of them rug or they fail, or you just don't even, sometimes it's hard to, for me it was hard to kind of keep track. So I just want to kind of go over these sort of one by one. Obviously Drip Network, I put it as number one because in my book it is number one, and I cover it a lot on this channel. So we're not going to really go over that today. Like a lot of you, when I got involved in DeFi, I believe actually the first one that I got involved with was Strong Nodes. And at the time, the Strong token was trading close to 500. I mean, I think it was like $4,800 I threw in to create a node. Whew. Then probably 2 weeks later, I put like another 4,000 in, and I created a second one. The chances of me ROIing are none. All right, this was definitely an expensive lesson. Into the world of nodes, which we're going to cover. Then, of course, I got into Time Wonderland. So I think there's a lot of us in this space that feel the burn from Time Wonderland. And a lot of people were super bullish on this and gung-ho and we're going to get it. And ultimately, it collapsed. I think one of the things with Time Wonderland that people, game theory is such a big part of DeFi, right? And, the truth is that it would have worked if everyone had followed kind of the game theory, which was you don't sell your entire bag. Because the problem with some of these rebasing, or auto compounding type projects is that you actually can get your money back out. Some would say that's a positive to it. I've kind of looked at that, and especially going through what I went through with Time Wonderland, as a negative, because once the selling starts, it can cause an avalanche. All right, then we have Heck. This one, I still have a bag of this. It's on the Phantom network. And it's kind of like a Time Wonderland. The only thing is that this one's still going, and but I know that they've reduced the rewards like significantly because it's on the Phantom network, and I just rarely go on there anymore. I just haven't even looked at what I know that I withdrew some money from this. I think I got my initial out at one point. So my bag is super small, but it has been collecting rebases. So I need to look into that. I believe that the developers and the team behind this are still kind of like super gung-ho, and there's a small community. There's a small tribe that still, is a believer in Heck. So I don't know. I'll check back in on it maybe in, 4 or 5 months. This one, I'm curious, if you know of this one, can you please leave a comment? Because I feel like it was a dream when I got into this. I don't remember really getting into it, but I know that I did. It was actually WAGME, right? We all gonna make it. But that was the name of it. I forget what the name of the coin was. And I believe it was also on the Phantom network. And I thought I was still in it, but I recently looked to try and find it, and I don't know where it is. So maybe I did sell it all. I can't remember, honestly. So if anyone remembers this, it was just like Heck or Time. It was one of those types of projects. So anyway, I wanted to put that on the list. All right, Thor nodes. I went really big into Thor nodes. And when I went in, the price was I think it was like $80 or $90. And I got in, I made a couple nodes, and I watched that thing ride up, into the 200s. I thought I was a genius. Compounded, made more nodes, never pulled anything out of it, just kept compounding, pumping new money into it. And, here we are now. The last time I checked, I think the token price for Thor was, like $4 or something like that. Here's what I can say, of the node projects. Look, the thing with the nodes is that these node projects that we all kind of FOMO'd into, basically, they're not real nodes. Right, and nodes as a service, which Strong was trying to do, it didn't really work. Okay, and then using nodes, it was more of a marketing thing because it is a functionality. It's a technical term within crypto, and provides a function. But these weren't nodes. These the Ponzi-nomics in these were, it was heavily weighted towards Ponzi-nomics for its success. Once the market turned, and also additionally, as people started FOMOing in, there was a huge surge in Thor nodes, and they had to start cutting their rewards, which pissed people off. They started raising their taxes. They were having to change everything because they weren't going to be able to pay everyone their rewards. And so the price started falling. And this was happening across the board with Strong as well. And what became very clear is that if they didn't find a utility purpose for the token, it is going to fail. So these nodes started scrambling to try and find utility. And, Strong has got the Strong chain. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Strong, if they can pull that off. Thor nodes, look, I'll say this. I think Thor nodes has a chance of making a comeback if they can pull off what they're trying to pull off, which is, from my understanding, an extremely ambitious project of basically creating like a Fortnite play to earn type of game using the Thor token. So I just don't know enough about gaming But from my understanding, it does take longer than 6 months to kind of develop a game, and that's about, I think, how long they've been working on it, maybe even less. And they're getting ready to potentially launch the game in the next. I want to say I think this coming month. Wait, are we in June? Jesus, I gotta look at my notes from that. A good person to follow that covers the Thor nodes. Nick at Nick's Crypto, I think that's the name of his channel. I'll try and leave a link down below, but he's really big into this, and he believes they're going to make it come around. He knows a bit about gaming, so and I like Nick a lot. I watched some of his stuff. So anyway, folks, if you're in these node projects, and I think several of you are, I just, I don't know what to tell you here. Like, I don't know. I haven't invested enough time and research into seeing if they're actually going to be able to turn it around. So I don't want to make videos that really could be very FUD-like videos, because I do have a lot of uncertainty, and I haven't put enough time into it. So much of my time and energy has gone towards Drip and Animal Farm, because at the end of the day, like, that's the one DeFi project that when I was doing, my assessment of all of them, that one to me was the best. I believe that is the best one out of all these on here. So I just went kind of gung-ho on Drip. So the next one, Polar Nodes, I mean, this is a heartbreak, man. Like, I made good money on Polar Nodes. I mean, I ROI'd like 4 times over, and it's unfortunate. They were doing great in terms of just like this consistency, staying within a price range of about $2. And I don't know what they're trying to do. I'll be honest. I mean, I really don't. They're creating some utility. I know that they've gone into the NFT space, and I think they also had to start minting. They had to start minting a lot of new tokens. I don't know how much it was. So that caused a huge drop in price. They may be developing something that could absolutely save the project, and I hope so, because I still have a lot of these nodes that every now and again, you know what I mean, like I'm checking on. So they're a fantastic team. They had a great Discord. Still like these guys a lot. I just Universe, who remembers this just rugged recently. All right, next we got Libera. I can never say this right. Anyway, auto compounding Titano fork, I believe, on Binance. And I pulled some money out of this one. I don't think I ROI'd, but I came close to breaking even. And now I just have some left that's accumulating. The price is way down right now, so I'm just letting this one kind of ride. Zeus nodes. So this is probably the one that I get the most requests to do a follow-up on. And I want to apologize, guys, that I haven't done that. This was a project that when I first started the YouTube channel, I promoted. This one I got in, it was super exciting, 5% daily ROI. It only was, you only needed 10 Zeus tokens to start a node, and you were getting half a Zeus per day. So, 20 days basically, and you're ROI'd, right? Or you compounded a new one. And it wasn't that expensive to get in, and this was super exciting. The price, the price of this stayed pretty well. And I did start pulling some money out. The first thing I did is I went crazy with the compounding, because I wanted to get up to like 15 nodes. And I think I pulled a little bit of money, and then I'm like, all right, these 15, I'm going to let them, really kind of build up here. They started raising taxes because they were realizing that it probably wasn't sustainable, the 5%. They started raising the taxes, and at one point it was like 50% tax if you sell within 30 days of starting a new node. I have not ROI'd on this yet. I've gotten half my money back, and the price of this 50 cents or something like that the last time I checked. It was a bummer, and I remember with all these node projects, one of the things that I wanted them to take a page from Drip and start offering like a referral type of program, which I like. I mean, I like that model. I like that, basically you're incentivizing a word of mouth type of marketing campaign. And Zeus finally, they now have a referral program, but look, I have no problem shilling stuff to you guys. Like, I have no problem with it. I'll do it and boastfully do it if it's something that I think has value, because that's really what matters to me, is like I'm providing value to you guys, so you keep coming back and watching my stuff and engage with me. I mean, that's the point of this. So I would not feel comfortable, putting out a referral link for Zeus right now, or any of these node projects, man. I don't really know what's going to happen. And again, the only one I kind of wonder if it's going to make a turnaround is Thor nodes. Last, Sphere Finance. Guys, I'm probably going to do a whole video just on this. I'm not sure if you, of all of these projects, second to Drip Network, this would be one that I would seriously consider looking into. It's relatively new. It's I think it's not quite a Titano fork, but it's in that realm. This is currently in a inflationary state where they're offering auto rebases every 30 minutes, which is causing the inflation, right? And the price did spike when it first came out, and now it's down a lot, but they are about to become deflationary. Okay, and so what's going to happen is that the rebases are no longer going to be given out, and the goal, right, as an investor, is for price appreciation. And some of the stuff that they're doing within the DeFi space, it's pretty interesting, and I can't just sum it up super quick here. But Sphere Finance, definitely look into this. This could be something that, in terms of building up a position during a bear market, if you're not in this already, high risk, but it's at a super low price right now. And recently, it's had a little bit of a bounce to the upside, because we're getting ready to enter into the deflationary period where, the tokens are no longer going to be minted, and this could potentially have, a nice little run up again. So guys, that is my current DeFi projects. There may be a couple that I forgot, and if so, I'll maybe do a follow-up on this. Let me know what you think. There are some other projects that I have been looking into. Yield nodes is one that I've been wanting to get into, but I just put so much capital in all of these, as you could see, and certainly a lot into the animal farm and things like that. So yield nodes would be probably the only node project that I would recommend. Not that I can recommend or give financial advice, because I'm not an expert. But yield nodes, and there's a couple others that I'm looking into and may start doing, and I will absolutely do some videos on that and get those out to you guys. So anyway, let me know what you think, please. If you could, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.